Alright guys, here I am with the Smartbaits color changing baits. Now, I'm going to show you how well the color changes on these. We're going to learn together because I hadn't seen these in person yet, so I'm actually doing these as a test for myself to see what the color change looks like. So I'm going to be showing you what the color change looks like in these smart baits. I'm going to do the hard baits first and then the soft baits next. I'm going to start with this one. Alright, so on every package it tells you what color it's supposed to change to. Alright, so this is technically considered like a yellow chartreuse color. It is supposed to change to blood red when it is in water. So let's see. I'm just going to put it in there. This one, when it's warm, it changes to chartreuse. When it's cool, it goes to blood red. So right now, you can tell that it is chartreuse. This water is a little warm. Okay, so it is chartreuse. This water is warm. Just one second, let me get some cold. Alright, so I have two different temperatures. The one over here is warm. This with the blue on the sides is cool. Okay, so when it is warm, it is chartreuse. When it is cold, it turns blood red. You guys will see that color change in just one second. I'm going to let it get really cool, and then you'll be able to see how it goes from chartreuse to blood red. Alright, so you see that, guys, on the bottom? It went from chartreuse to blood red. A little bit on the top and a little bit on the tail too, but mainly the bottom. You can really tell it in the water, but when I take it out of the water, you can tell it as well. Alright, so that is the swim bait. It goes from chartreuse when it is warm to blood red when it's cool. Okay, next up is the crankbait. Alright, so this one is the crankbait. It is blood red when it's cool. No, I'm sorry. This one is blood red and it changes to chartreuse. Alright, so I'm going to put it in the warm first. So in the warm, on the bottom there is no blood red. Okay, so that's the warm. When I put it in the cool is when the blood red shows up. So you see the blood red on the bottom? You can really see it when it's in the water, but you can also see it when I take it out. So you see the difference. Okay, so that was the crankbait. Next up is the lipless. Okay, we're going to start with warm first. Just like the others, when it is put in warm, the chartreuse comes out. So that is in the warm. You can see the chartreuse. So when I put it in the cold, the whole bottom turns red. So when I put it in the water, the bottom of it turns red. Next up is the jerkbait. Okay, so this is what the jerkbait looks like to start with. Warm, it's going to be just like the others. Chartreuse when it's warm. So that is what it looks like when it's warm. And then in the cool, the bottom turns red. So there's the bottom. you can really tell the difference because all these now have red on the bottoms of them. You can actually tell the difference when I put my thumb on here. You can see where my thumbprint was. That's how sensitive it is. It's almost like one of those mood rings. You can literally tell where my fingers have been. See that thumb? That thumb is a good one. You can see where my fingers have been on these lures. So that's pretty cool. So in warm water, the hard baits, the ones that I got, turn chartreuse in warm water. Okay? In cool water, they turn blood red. Here's another look at the sunfish. I'm going to put it all the way. I'm going to get it warm again so you guys can see it. You guys will be able to tell that there is no, on the bottom, there is no red on the bottom. Okay? See how there's no red on the bottom? Now I'm going to put it in the cool and you're just going to be able to tell the difference. Okay. You can literally see the difference. So essentially I have 8 different baits there because in the warm water seasons, spring, summer, I could throw these and they will have a lot of chartreuse on them. In the fall and winter, I could go out and throw them right now and they would have blood red on the bottom of them. So that's the difference in the, excuse me, I'm sick. In the hard lures, chartreuse is warm, blood red is cool. Those are just the ones I bought. Okay, so now we're going to try these soft plastics. Okay, now soft plastics are a little different. I'm very interested to see these. We're going to do all of the Swimmin' Jessies first. Okay? We're going to do all the Swimmin' Jessies first. I have 2 different colors of the Swimmin' Jessies. Now, on the package, it shows you the different colors. Alright, so right now, it is a blue and a red color. Okay? Put it in the warm water. Let's see what it does. Alright, so in the warm water, it is a red with a blue bottom. Okay, let's go cool. Hold on. I think that one got put in the wrong pack. Hold on. That one had to have got put in the wrong pack. Because these, black and blue, are the cool color. Black and blue is the cool color. The warm color Alright, so the warm color is just a warmer. I have a feeling if my water was warmer, it would get even lighter because it is getting a little cool. Now with the dark one, the black and blue is probably going to really come out when it gets cold. Yeah, you can definitely tell that the black and blue jumps out when it gets cold. Okay, so you can see the difference. It definitely turns darker when it's cold. That's one color of the Swimmin' Jessie. Okay, here's the other one. That other one was in the wrong bag. So this is this one, blue and red. Okay, let's see what it does when it is put in warm water. It's supposed to change to pearl and chartreuse. I don't know that my water is warm enough right now. Let me go switch out my water to some warmer water. Alright, so with the warmer water, This Swimming Jessie is pearl and chartreuse in the warmer water. Now you can tell with these that the inside is still staying a touch of the cool color because the heat has not gone all the way through these because I'm not holding them under long enough. But you can kind of tell, obviously that's a totally different color. Pearl and chartreuse. Alright, I'm going to put this darker one back in there just to see how it changes. This is pretty amazing. I'm going to be honest with you. Just to see the change just right here before my eyes, this is pretty cool. Now, I don't know the temperature of this water. I guess I could get out my depth finder and see if it would register a temperature. So I don't exactly know the temperature of this water, but the cool water is definitely cooler than I would like it as far as a bath. So I would say that this water is probably in the 60s. Okay, so here is the red and blue Swimming Jessie. That was just chartreuse and pearl. Okay, here is the black and blue, which is now a smoke color. So it's just kind of, it really is amazing. I'm going to be honest with you. It is amazing. Okay. All right. This one you're not going to be, this is one of the Smart Bombs. It's supposed to be glow in the dark, which is, I'll never use it. I don't do night fishing, but it'll be interesting to see. This is the first color of it. It's just kind of a light green. Put it in the warm first. See what color it turns warm. This says in warm, it's supposed to be electric green. So it's going to be almost every single one of these. Warmer water, it's lighter. Cooler water, darker. So this one is going to be a really light color of green. Almost like you can see through it. Okay? So it's a really light color of green, almost a yellow. Then that was the warm water. So this is the cool. We're going to see how much it changes. I'm going to go ahead and open the other Smart Bomb so we can see. Now these Smart Bombs are like Senkos basically. It is their brand of Senko. I'm going to go ahead and stick this other Smart Bomb in. The warm colors on it are chartreuse and smoke. The darker colors on it are obviously red and blue. This green one just isn't changing colors very much, but it's a glow in the dark one also, so I wouldn't imagine it. The color change on it is not very, it's very subtle. So that is the green one. Not very much color change, but that is the glow in the dark one. Alright, here is the other Smart Bomb. To me it's just amazing because you can see here, half of this worm is one color, half of it's the other. It's just amazing. The two colors on this one are chartreuse and smoke, which I can definitely see that. Okay, I'll put it in the warm for just a couple more minutes. See if it gets just a touch lighter. And then we're gonna, yeah, you can definitely see the chartreuse and smoke on this one. This one might be my favorite one yet. All right, so we're gonna put it in instantly. The chartreuse turns to red and the smoke turns to blue. Instantly, pretty much. This may be my favorite worm, so of favorite soft plastic of all these. Okay, so it went from chartreuse and smoke to red, and a dark red is what it's supposed to be. It almost looks a little blue. That might be my favorite one yet. All right. Last but not least is the straight shooter. Now the lighter color of this is a watermelon color, so it's not really light, but it is a watermelon color. And the darker is a dark, it's going to be darker. So it's going to go from watermelon to pumpkin seed. I'm really looking forward to using these straight shooters on a drop shot. That's really what I'm going to be using this for. Like I said, this is actually pretty cool to be able to see these different colors. Alright, so here is the straight shooter, the lighter. Okay, so that's the watermelon color. Pretty accurate. So let's dump it in the cooler water. And I mean, you can almost instantly see it change. It's pretty cool. It's like a science experiment. Now, as I said, essentially I have 9 different baits here, but really, in all honesty, if I fish the same bait in winter and summer, I'm gonna have 2 totally different color baits. So I think that's pretty cool. I really do. I think that's pretty awesome. All right, so that is more of a pumpkin seed color, whereas it was watermelon. All right, guys, that's going to do it for the Smartbaits demonstration. I hope you guys really enjoyed the demonstration. Give me your opinion if you actually think these baits will work. I will have a link in the description where you guys can order these baits. There is a code where you can get a percentage off. So if you guys do order the baits, make sure you use that code so you can get a discount. I really enjoyed this little almost like a science experiment, because I think it's awesome how they have done this technology. Not something I ever would have thought of. Wish I had thought of it, but I think this is just pretty awesome, because you essentially have 9 different baits here, but in reality you have twice as many, because if you fish them in the winter, they're going to be a different color than if you fish them in the summer. So I really think it's a great idea. Do I think they will work? I don't know. I honestly do not know. I will probably take this straight shooter out and try it in the winter, and then try it again in the spring and summer, just to see if there is a difference. I'm going to try out all of these, obviously, but I am excited to put some of these in the water to see if I can catch some fish on them now and in the spring and in the summer, because it'll be interesting to see how well these baits do, depending on what color they are. So I hope you guys really enjoyed the video. Leave a like, leave a comment. Let me know what you liked, what you did not like. Let me know what kind of videos you want to see in the future. Always up for suggestions. You guys are great. Have a great night. Thanks for watching.